Hello, good morning, and welcome to your morning kind of manifestation intention setting session. Let's get started. I got a new card deck. It was recommended by somebody who follows me. It is called the Sacred Rebels, and I'm a rebel, and I love this. If anybody's interested in getting this card deck, though, the cards are really big, beautiful, absolutely stunning, but which is great that each thing has a lot of words. So each card, when you read about each card, is a lot to it, but in a way that's pretty darn cool. Okay, I hope that sounds good now. Sorry about that. The sound was really down. So I pulled a few cards for myself, but these two cards I wanted to show you guys and talk about because I thought they were so important. One is follow your own rhythm, and the second one is receiving. So I'm just going to read a little bit, not the whole thing. And then they have a healing. I love that each card has where you could read and you put your hand on your heart kind of and you recite something and it helps to heal and to move some energy within you. Sun, waves, and sun rays. Yes, please. Anyways. So the first card is follow your own rhythm. Deep within you are moved by an ancient, powerful force that cannot be tamed. It is the rising pulse of your connection to the life force. You feel it in your bones, in your blood, in your heart, and in your belly. When there is something dying within, you sense it falling away, no longer needed. And I think right now, so many of us are feeling like there's certain things that are dying within us or that don't feel right in our outer environment that need to be changed. It's like, I have changed so much on the inside that this certain thing or these people or this whatever doesn't fit for me anymore. And you know what? That's okay, because that's all part of this ascension process and us changing, growing, evolving, right? You feel the stirring of agitation, restlessness. That's what I've been feeling for so long. When new life calls you to create. So it's about stepping into this new life, the new you, right? The ascended you, the person who has grown so much, who has changed so much on the inside, right? You know that you march at your own beat, and that no one else can tell you what your inner rhythms are, and that you must trust in your own timing. You cannot be rushed or forced, nor can you be held back when it is time to burst forth. Life celebrates and supports the natural rise and fall of inner rhythms. I'm not going to read it all. As I said, it goes on and on, okay? But what it's basically saying is that we all have our inner rhythms. Each person. So you may be looking at someone and like, why have they already achieved this? Or why are they here? Or I wanted those things. Why do they have it and I don't? And boy, let me tell you, I do that too. And it's really because we have our own rhythms. As long as you are choosing to honor yourself, take time for yourself, to get rid of things that don't serve you anymore, to embrace and follow things that seem really good for you, that you have that sounds so interesting. I want to delve more into that. Do it. Do it, right? Because that is your intuition talking to you. Okay, what else is left? Here's the healing thing. I'm just going to say the healing thing. You can put your hand on your heart or wherever and listen and even repeat it with me. I now release any unhealthy attachment to the structures, routines, and belief systems of others that are preventing me from accessing and honoring my own sacred rhythms. May I be assisted through unconditional love to know the truth of my own timing. I love myself enough to give myself rest when needed, to trust in my own timing and not feel forced or rushed. I believe in myself enough to take healthy, inspired risks and action when the timing feels right to me. I trust in my inner rhythms. They are wise and helpful. Through unconditional love, so be it. Right? That is so important. And I've always been the type of person that said, I need to live by my own rhythms, by my own truth, and what most feels right to me. But not everybody is like that, right? Like I've always I knew that I get to be like this, or I just chose to. Literally chose to follow so many of my truths, And then also, of course, I still lived with some programming and conditioning, right? Now we're going to look at the card receiving. You're loved, of course. Your energy, your every need is witnessed and responded to by the universe. However, you sometimes forget this. You become swept up in the momentum of habitual consciousness, and you forget to take a moment to stop, breathe, and to be. And this is the way I choose to live my life now, is to really have time for me, to have time to just be. And I have found more peace, more inner peace than I've ever had in my whole entire life. Of course, there are still times when I'm frustrated, when I feel rushed, when I feel like I'm being forced to do things, when I have to do things I don't really want to do. Yes, but every single day, I take time for this inner peace, take time to do something for me. And it has made all the difference. And when I am doing those things for me, when I do my morning practice, and sometimes an afternoon one, like I did before this video, I allow myself, because it is like, this is what I am doing. I am not going to live rushed, stressed, fretful, in fear, in worry at all. I'm 60 now. That is not going to happen, right? I'm trusting God's source universe. I know that I'm always supported and protected and always will have all that I need, right? That's a choice. You get to choose those things. And what it's saying, I'm not going to read all of it, of course, is that it's that the universe is always here to support you. God's source universe, whether you use the word God or not, I do a lot, is that when you choose to believe that you're always supported, always protected, always loved, and that everything is working out the best for you, it will. So sometimes it takes practice and repeating things over and over again to believe that, to change your belief, right? I've kind of always had that belief, which is so amazing. But also I chose to believe that. I'm like, I'm going to follow my way as much as I can in life, and I'm choosing to believe that that's the way I'm meant to live, and I will be supported. I chose to believe that because I'm like, there's nothing else I want. That's the way life has to be if I'm going to live on this earth, right? And the healing, because it's quite a long thing, but the healing goes, say it aloud with me, listen, close your eyes. I release all false guilt and shame about having needs and all false beliefs about rest being wasted or unnecessary. I accept healthy, productive, sacred rest and the gifts of happiness that it brings. I understand that rest and activity balance, feed, and nourish each other. There is a sacred healing that happens through rest, which is very powerful. I accept and receive this now through unconditional love. This is now. So, and again, so it's just like stating, right? This is what I'm choosing to believe. This is how I'm choosing to live. This is what I'm choosing to do. This is how I'm choosing to be. This is truth for me now. Claim it, intend it, repeat it over and over again. Choose to believe it, connect to your heart, connect to yourself. Take time for you each day. To do it brings Bailey. To do it brings you joy. And to just be. So I love doing, different types of cards. I love reading. I try to meditate some. I'm pretty good at it now. But it doesn't mean you have to just sit and meditate. Because if you're the type of person like me, who is more of an active person, I really find that the cards help to ground me, help to give me focus, right? And then journaling from what I receive or the ideas I get from the cards or the messages I get from my cards is so great. And that's how I do it, just because I'm somebody who's very kind of more hyper, ADHD, can lack focus because my mind can go on a million things at once. So give it a try. Anyways, have an absolutely amazing day. Subscribe and like if you like this video, and feel free to share it. I will be back with a video like this on Monday. Bye.